I gave it a little glow up. I hope you don't mind.
You made me my own.
Like, can I touch you?
Yeah.
I've got you. That's the end of the interview.
Yeah. Stop!
Sorry, did you just have one trilby?
No, I had a few.
Multiple trilbies?
I had multiple trilbies. I actually looked into getting like a custom one made.
Beth, I love you. Good night.
I love you's really strong.
Beth McCarthy, oh my gosh, you're here on Fangirl Files. You're like so close. I could actually touch you. Like, can I touch you?
Yeah.
This year has been massive for you.
It has.
Like millions of streams, fans, Australian tour, like worldwide. You're going global. And, you know, you were interviewed on Radio 1 the other day.
It was.
That was really fun.
I forgot who interviewed me, actually.
Yeah, it was someone really cool, I
Was
think.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, really cool. The coolest, actually.
Oh.
Are you, like, pinching yourself?
I mean, yeah. I think it all feels like a fever dream.
Yeah.
I don't think it's real, but like in a good way. Maybe I've lost my mind, or maybe things are just really fun.
It's happening, and it's
I don't
meant to
know.
be.
Yeah.
Like, you're worldwide superstar now.
I'll take that.
And I know you're from York,
Yeah.
and I have seen that you said your dream rider, you know, would just be like some Yorkshire tea bags, kettle, milk, whatever. And we have a pretty low budget on the show, but I brought you one as a token to your rider.
Just one.
I've only used it
Yeah,
once.
that's not. Are you sure that's a Yorkshire tea bag?
Yes.
That's not, is it?
No, it's not. She knows.
I know.
That was a
see?
test. That was a test.
It's the round shape.
Yeah, Yorkshire's square, isn't it?
Yorkshire square, you see? I've caught you out.
I told you we were low budget.
Yeah, couldn't even, to be fair, Yorkshire tea's not cheap, so.
I feel like the rider needs a bit of an upgrade. What would you ask for on it now?
So I have slightly upgraded since then. It's now just become like, we need to make the bit out of the pink thing.
Okay.
So pink Prosecco's on it, pink donuts.
It's giving Hindu.
Yeah, no, it is actually. Yeah, it's concerningly giving Hindu. Everyone thinks the ride is like super fun, but realistically, if you're doing like a really long tour, or you need to actually be healthy, like you
Yeah.
can't really have that much fun stuff on it.
You can't have donuts every day.
No.
Okay.
So I need to think of like things that can be on the rider that are pink and kind
Healthy.
of fun. But like, yeah,
Raspberries.
yeah,
Surely.
yeah.
Chocolate covered strawberries. It's still giving Hindu.
It is.
Healthy but Hindu.
Apparently, I'm
Yeah.
marrying myself. That's the new thing.
I feel like that's quite you know?
yeah,
A pending like song vibe, like you marrying
me,
yourself or just marrying your friends, marrying everyone
my
because
dog, anyone.
famously,
Yeah.
you love everyone.
I do, and all my friends are hot, so
Exactly.
why wouldn't I marry them all?
I hope you don't mind, but just before you came in, I did kind of have a little rustle through your bag. And yeah, I found some, obviously, like, some chewing gum, like maybe you wanted fresh breath for the interview.
Yeah.
Some poo bags, which I presume were for Alfie. Like, I don't want to pry, but a lot of them in your bag.
Yeah, mostly for Alfie.
And I found this. I hope you don't... I gave it a little glow up. I hope you don't mind.
You made me my own lube.
I made you
With
some...
you.
Yeah, I hope that's not weird. Is that weird?
That's not weird at all. Right, this picture, I look like one of the 3 blind mice. Honestly, I saw that and I was like, that's just 3 blind mice. Anyway, glad that that's on some lube.
It's giving rock star.
I like that it's cherry.
Yeah. Another thing that can go on your rider. Cherries.
Cherries and cherry lube. Lube has to be the one. By the way...
Yeah, sorry. Clarify why there's lube
Why there's
in your bag. Because this is crazy. I know why there's lube in your bag.
It's for my hair.
Yeah.
I mean, not today. I haven't got lube hair today. But usually, if I slick back,
Yeah.
that's the key is lube because it doesn't dry as quickly. Like gel makes it crispy.
Yeah.
And I like a wet look, not a crispy look. So lube's the one.
How did you discover that?
So it was another artist called Leo gave me the tip.
Oh, yeah.
And they told me, because I was like, how do you have a wet look all the time? I want a wet look, but it dries. And also I have curly hair, so like, it's not the look.
Wow.
And they were like, it's lube. So it's not, it wasn't from me first, I have to say it, but I think maybe I've been a little bit more loud about it and it's a bit odd.
and now you've got your own
I've got my own. I'm actually obsessed with that.
Jodie, Beth.
It's so
Lou.
weird that you have spent your time taping something to a lube tube.
It took me quite a long time, but
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty creative, actually.
It is, and I need to start putting lube on the rider. That's the one. That's the good thing about riders is it's like just put the thing, makeup wipes. They're great for them because it's like, just have an endless supply every night.
Top tip.
New pack of makeup wipes and lube.
Do you do a lot of stretching and yoga?
No.
Because the back bends in your performances.
I should.
Like how are you so bendy?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not really. I should stretch, and I don't. It's actually a lot of the time it's the neck. Like the back bends are one thing, but it's because I do so much of this, and I kind of forget. I get like so into it,
Yeah.
and then like the next day I'm like, I literally feel like I have whiplash. I'm 27. I can't be doing things like that without stretching.
Can you do a crab like all four, like backwards, like that way?
I don't think I've tried. Wait, we're doing it.
I've got you. She's done it.
Wait, how do people walk like this?
That's the end of the interview.
Yeah. That was a really weird experience.
Yeah, I've never asked someone to do a back bend in an interview before.
I can't say that I've crabbed before.
Yeah, well, there you go.
With someone's arms around my waist.
You have crabbed on Fangirl Files.
Crabbed.
Sorry. Your latest song, All My Friends Are Hot, is just so relatable to everyone. I love it. I scream it. It makes me feel hot. Can everyone be hot?
I believe that they can. I was about to say it's relatable to everyone except for people with ugly friends, but no, I'm joking. Obviously, no one has ugly friends. Everyone is hot. That was my feeling with the song. It's hot because they're all hot aesthetically, but the hot thing is that we are all fun and chaotic and amazing, and everyone's unique and has their own weird little quirks.
Hot is a mindset.
Yeah, hot is a mindset. Yeah. And when you're out with your mates and just it's when you're hyping someone up, it's never actually about how they look. In my head, it's it is about how they look. In my brain, I'm like, you're so hot, but they could look like whatever. I'd just be like, you're amazing. You're my queen. I'm obsessed with you. Yeah. It's that. That's the energy of the song. When we're out and we go out and I've had 2 tequilas and we're sitting in our booth in the bar and I look around and I'm like, we look like we're in a girl band. Yeah. And that's so hot of us. I mean, we are all the main characters. Yeah. How hot are we?
Your friendship group, your inner circle. I mean, you, Nadia, Catty, Amy, me.
You.
Yeah. And maybe we could just all become even hotter if we all just hung out, and maybe I could, make an appearance in your geese group chat or something.
Our geese group chat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For one day.
Yeah.
If you let me in the chat, that would be really nice.
It's just so weird that you know about that.
Yeah. Can I be in the chat?
I don't think I'm the admin. Maybe we'd have a different group chat, with a different animal.
Like a chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'd suit that.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Just one chicken.
Okay. For the first time ever, 2 of your famously hot friends, who you actually sing about in the song, Nadia and Catty, have both been guests on this very show.
They have. They've both been here.
Aren't I lucky? I'm the luckiest person.
You are. This is where I'm like you. I'm also the biggest fangirl of my friends. So I've watched those episodes. So I actually have seen you a lot as well.
Oh my God, that makes me feel really cool.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Pretty cool.
Cool.
But I actually got them both to say the first thing they thought of when they thought Beth McCarthy.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you. And I just want you to guess who said what. Okay. I think you'll be able to
I'm going to know.
You're going to know. Because you're the best of friends. Sarcastic, chaotic, but secretly very wholesome. Mm-hmm. And number 2, she's my exactly friend.
Last one was Catty.
Yeah.
Yeah. First one was Nads.
Yeah.
What do they call me?
Sarcastic and chaotic, but secretly wholesome.
Secretly wholesome.
Lot of adjectives.
Sarcastic.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like me.
If you look to me in the eyes right now, what's the first thing that you would say about me? I really want to know.
Really, really like your nails.
Thanks, they're cool, aren't they?
That's something about you.
I got them done for you.
Yeah, I
Pink.
kind of, yeah.
Pink.
That's cool, isn't it? Your whole outfit, actually.
Pink.
Stealing my look.
No, never.
No.
No, you're the original. I'm just a fan.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Hair next. I'm actually really disappointed.
Yeah, I was thinking
to discover that
to pink and lube my hair, but I'm a bit busy later.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You're busy being everyone's fans.
Yeah. No.
You treat me like I'm special.
You are special.
Uh-huh.
You are the specialist.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Yeah. I know something about your past that I don't think.
That's such a weird thing to say to someone.
Sorry, okay. I've done some revision as a true interviewer.
Yeah.
And you used to be a radio presenter.
I did.
This is crazy. You've had so many lives.
My alter ego, yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you think being a radio presenter has helped you become a pop star? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think for me it was a huge part of kind of, I guess I utilised what I learned as an interviewer and as a presenter, and kind of put it into my music. And that's obviously, if you have seen me on TikTok, which I assume gathering all this information that you've got,
Of course.
you have. I obviously did quite a lot of interviews with the tiny mics situation.
Yes.
And I do think that's where I kind of brought that in from, because they're skills that you learn just how to talk to people and keep it going. And yeah, and I really enjoy it. I actually really loved being a radio presenter, but music was in my soul. It's in my burning in my soul.
Did you ever get to play yourself on the radio? Was that allowed?
Did I? It's a great question. I don't know that I did. Did I? No, I can't have done. Because I was still releasing music, but and being played on introducing, but I was
But not on your show.
Not on my show.
Got it.
So there was kind of a funny little thing. I would talk about music.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I actually did play myself.
Yeah.
Sounds like something I'd do though.
Maybe if we ever do any more presenting together,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
You and me,
there's always the future.
a duo,
Yeah.
presenting duo like Ant and Dec.
Yeah. Jodie and Beth.
Yeah,
Beth and Jodie.
doesn't sound as good, does it?
No, yeah, I'll go first. Jodie and Beth.
Beth and yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of social media, you do give us so much. Like so much
I
of
spend
you,
too much time. on
which,
it.
We love.
Thanks.
I love, especially. Do you feel like there's any parts of you that we don't get?
Oh, definitely. I give everything, but in like little small pieces. So
Right.
I don't feel like there's any part of me that's sort of not that would shock anyone. But it's just everything that I put on the internet is to do with music, really.
Yeah.
It kind of some way circles back. So if I'm, putting out a song about all my friends being hot, then you're going to see a bunch of content of my hot friends. But then if I'm releasing songs about not knowing how to talk to girls, then you're going to get a load of content of me not knowing how to talk to girls. And all of those things are true.
Yeah.
But it's just whichever one I highlight at the time. That's kind of how
That's what you get.
I do it, yeah. But I guess there is probably, going back to Nadia's comment about me, probably some more wholesome side of me that doesn't make it onto the internet. It's less exciting, isn't it?
Your roots long ago are in one of the iconic reality TV shows, The Voice,
Oh gosh, yeah.
which we won't touch on for too long.
Yeah, no,
But-
I'm happy to talk about it.
But I love it because, it just shows how you keep going, you rebrand, you grow, and, this version of you was not that version on The Voice. But look at you now, you're a global superstar.
Yeah, it's a funny one because I think everybody goes through it, particularly if they've been doing music for ages.
Yeah.
They keep getting to an era and they're like, right, do we delete the whole last thing? I mean, I don't even know if I probably wouldn't be allowed to do that, but it's on the BBC. I signed that away. Do you know what I mean? I was on the show, it's theirs. I'm theirs from that part of my life. But even so, even all the music that I released around that time when I was younger, I have considered sort of just wiping it from the world and then restarting again. But I don't know. I think there's just something nice about showing where you came from and showing. I've been doing this since I was 13. I was on The Voice when I was 16.
Yeah.
I'm now 27. So I like the idea that I worked for it and that things don't just happen overnight. And I think that sometimes people look like they happened overnight and then actually they've been working for years. I mean, Chapel Roan's one of them. People are like, oh, Chapel Roan just suddenly appeared.
I know.
Actually, she's been at it for years. And I like there being that there so that if I ever am to, you know, get to a Chapel Roan level, that someone somewhere gets to look at it and be like, oh, but she was doing this for this long. And also sounded completely different. Like, me on The Voice was not me now. And that cover of Teenage Dirtbag was a real one.
But, you know, quite a lot of people have been coming out and saying, you know, secrets of what they found out on talent shows or like what that time was like for them. Was there anything whilst you were on The Voice that you found out that you were like, mind blown?
That's a good question. I always talk about The Voice with a kindness and a softness, I guess, but also like it's an entertainment show. And I think that's what some people probably would not see as much. You kind of, especially around that time, it was very much, it's The Voice and it's focused on the singing. But really, it's still there for entertainment. Like, you still get put further if you've got a story and it's good for TV, or if you've got a bit of a kind of a character, I guess. They can make you look like you're like, well, I'm going to win because I'm and then make the other person look really meek and mild and be like, oh, I think they're going to win and beat me. And then they're just creating an underdog. That was the thing that I was like, ooh. And I luckily had a friend who was on it and he really looked out for me and he was like, when you go in there, if you feel like they're asking you a question that's sort of going to maybe make you look bad, if it's just taken out of context, just make it a really unusable day. So he was like, just sit there and be like, I think, and just do that the whole way through. And it actually worked.
The pink and black.
Yes.
It's a look. We love it. When did that first appear? And you were like, that's it.
It's funny because the branding thing has always been a thing, I think, for me. And it's funny you mentioned The Voice because that was where it all began. It was like just before The Voice. I had a trilby.
I know you had a trilby. This is funny.
It
a
wasn't,
trilby.
It wasn't a proud moment for me, guys. But the point was, stop!
Sorry. Did you just have one trilby?
No, I had a few.
Multiple trilbies?
I had multiple trilbies. I actually looked into getting like a custom one made.
Cool.
But it was really expensive and I didn't do it.
Wow.
Oh, I've really outed myself for being so uncool.
Don't worry.
It's fine.
You haven't. I think you're the coolest.
Thanks.
I might have to get a personalised trilby now.
It's not saying much, is it, that you think I'm cool? Anyway, it started at festivals and I thought, well, I'm just another girl with a guitar, because at the time that was very like singer-songwriter time. And I thought, well, how are people going to know who I am if they don't get my name, if they just come in like halfway through a set or whatever? So I was like, it's way easier for you to be like, oh, who was the girl with the hat?
With the trilby.
With the trilby.
The girl with the trilby.
Versus just the girl with blonde hair with a guitar who was singing whatever. So that's where that started. And I guess I must have always had a thing in my brain of being like, have something that's your thing. I don't know why I chose trilby. I'm glad that didn't last very long. But it lasted like 3 years. So that wasn't enough time to be wearing a trilby. And then, I guess...
Sorry. The word trilby just sounds really funny.
Trilby,
I haven't heard it for so long.
Yeah, and now it's everywhere. But
it's back.
Then
back. 2025, the year of the trilby.
I'm gonna bring the trilby back. Get a pink trilby. Anyway, the pink thing sort of was, I guess, my adaptation of the trilby.
Well,
as I got older, and I chose pink.
Yeah.
And that long-winded story about a trilby is my answer.
It's how we got here.
I just chose to dye my hair slightly pink in like lockdown because we all lost our minds.
Yep.
And then after that, I just, how people get like eyebrow blind or like eyelash blind when they have it. I think I got pink blind because it started like really chill, and then I just completely changed my entire wardrobe to being entirely pink, and that was my life. And then I've started bringing other colours like black in now.
Well, aren't we lucky that the trilby is in the past and the black and pink, the pink and black is here to stay.
Yeah.
One of the other things that came about around lockdown was Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus, which famously is a pink and black album.
It is. I know, it must have like ingrained itself into my brain so much.
Subconsciously, because I know you love that album.
I do. It's
Yeah.
incredible. I love Miley. Miley genuinely could just run me over, and I'd just be so thankful.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I'd
She
be so
can
grateful
do
for
anything to me.
whatever she wanted.
Yeah.
And I would thank her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my aim to get her on this show.
Yeah.
So this is good.
If you do, please invite me.
I would die. I think I would just lie on the floor for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of us. Like,
We'd just both be there.
like this. Miley's there, like.
In our pink and black and trilbies.
Yeah. Covered in trilby.
But that album, the most underrated album of all time.
It is. I agree. I'm sorry. Plastic Hearts was iconic. It was like the beginning of Rock Miley as well, like really coming into her own.
Yes.
And just the songs on that album. Angels Like You is one of the best songs literally ever. I'm sorry, I cry to that song all the time. It's incredible.
And you know, apparently she wanted it to be the lead single. That's what the Smilers say.
Is that what they say?
And then apparently it got made to be Midnight Sky. But not that, I don't know. But it just
interesting.
I just wish that there was more of a moment for that album.
I agree.
Because it was phenomenal.
It was, and just Miley is phenomenal. I love her. I feel like it's funny because people always talk about like who are your inspirations and whatever, and the age-old question of interview.
Yeah.
And I always hated it because I always felt like artists would reply with someone who made loads of sense for their music. I mean, now that all of the eras are there, like Miley, if I say Miley, people are like, oh, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
right? But for all of my life, it's been Miley, and sort of in the middle there where she, you know, got into her bangers era and
cut her hair,
foam finger, that whole moment. It wasn't that cool to say Miley then.
I know,
people didn't.
But did you stand by her?
I did stand
so did
by
I.
her. I stood by her through her Dead Pets album.
I got in arguments at school about the foam finger.
Me too. The foam finger honestly went down in history as one of the most controversial things ever. You know, probably not to most people, but it did to...
It did. It was ridiculous.
You know what was even worse than the foam finger?
What?
Miley Cyrus on the pole at that Teen Choice Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Doing Party in the USA.
Yeah.
It was like she was just out of the Hannah Montana thing, or still kind of in it, and she like stood next to a pole.
People lost their mind.
She breathed in the vicinity of a pole, and everyone was like, ah!
People can't handle it.
No, but then look at her now.
Now it's cool to like her, and we're like,
and we're still here.
We're there. We were there that whole time.
But she's an inspiration, in my opinion, not only musically, but just in the sense of eras. Like, I know we all kind of look at like Taylor Swift as being the era's girly, but if you look at Miley, like look at all of the different moments she's had, and like the Hannah Montana, the Miley after Hannah Montana with the Breakout album. Sorry, this is where we go way too deep into the Miley lore. But the Breakout album, Goodbye, from that album changed my perception of songwriting. The way that she flips the lyrics in the last chorus, that's how I wrote my middle eights, my love for middle eights came in there, my love for like a good bridge, and then like the storyteller part of me really like came out of that. But then she, you know, went through the whole Can't Be Tamed. What a banger.
Can't Be Tamed, one of the best songs of all time.
Literally. And then you know, We Can't Stop. Went into all of
Wrecking
that
Ball.
stuff. Wrecking Ball.
Again, people lost their minds.
And they lost their minds. But look how I listened to it on the way here.
Yes.
I listened to Wrecking Ball on the way here because it's one of the best written songs. I just think it's amazing. And then she's got Plastic Hearts, and then she's managed to release an entire live album.
Yep.
And like her Heart of Glass cover is one of the most iconic covers that is around right now. And you're like, look at this woman.
Look at what she's doing. We need her to tour.
Yeah.
We need to go to the tour, the Miley Eras tour. I would no longer be able to breathe, but we need it to happen.
Yeah, I might see you there. Like
we'll go together.
Yeah.
I heard in an interview once she said that every night she says goodbye to the version of herself that she was that day because she's waking up a new person.
She's so extra, man.
So
of course she said that.
I thought, you know, if you're inspired by her, maybe I could give you something to like say to yourself.
Yeah, go on.
At the end of the day, and then you can think of me like when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what am I saying?
So it'd be something like, I don't know, I just thought of that idea like right now. So it'd be like me whispering in your ear almost like, Beth, It's Jodie from Fangirl Files, and I just want you to know that you're the most amazing girl I've ever met, and you don't need to wear a trilby to look cool. You can wear pink and be amazing for the rest of your life. And I love you so much, and I'm really glad we're friends now. Maybe best friends, actually. Good night.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a little bit longer than like goodbye.
Well, it's not actually as long as the song Goodbye.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
Nearly though.
Oh.
And
But
the song Goodbye had like a repeating chorus.
A nice sentiment.
Sure, that was nice. I was expecting something else.
Okay, what about just like, Beth, I love you. Good night.
I love you is really strong, but yeah, I'll take it.
Would you say it back after this?
I would say I love spending time with you.
We're on the way.
We're
on the way.
That top that you're wearing.
Thanks. Me too.
I love that I am here.
Me too.
With you.
Yes. So I made you a present. What do you think?
What the heck?
It's so pink.
I'm really glad that you chose that photo to be the large one.
That was actually a screenshot.
Yeah,
I saved.
Yeah. I gathered that. Why have you done that?
Because I've been a fan for such a long time, and I just wanted you to know, like, I've been with you all through the years. You know, you've been through so many phases, stages, and you're just amazing.
I just had no idea you were there that whole time, but there you are, just there.
There I am,
and there again.
There we are. Look, we're drinking Aperols together.
Oh, together.
Together.
Yeah, I forgot you were there.
Hopefully, we can like make that more of a common occurrence.
Yeah, I'd love to drink Aperol with you.
Famously, you are a good buy.
I am.
You are.
A really good buy.
And we love you for it.
Thanks.
But have you ever been a bad buy? Like,
ooh, have I been a bad buy?
Ghosted someone? Abandoned a date?
I've been a terrible person in my life.
Really?
Definitely.
I can never believe that.
No. Well, you know, we all make mistakes. I'm an artist. What can I say? I'm one of those people who I get really nervous when things are too nice. So I'm like, "Oi, let's create some chaos and like do something mental just for the sake of it." With dating, I am pretty transparent, whether or not like that makes me a good, you know, I've been through my long periods of I don't want to commit to anything, but I've always been honest about it. So with whoever I'm sort of with, I'm like, oh, well, this is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I haven't always handled things in the best way, but that's just, you know, it's part of being a creative.
Yeah.
I have to be able to write about something.
It's who you are.
Yeah.
You have so much energy, great vibes. I feel like you must wake up and just like bounce down to the kitchen, because I mean, I know you get like avocado on toast or oatmeal made for you every morning. Like, that is outrageous.
I'm not a morning person.
That is like, you're the luckiest girl in the world.
I am.
Like, your breakfast routine. Just, you know.
I hate that that's been outed to you.
Well, I'm jealous.
Wowie. Yeah, you should be. To be fair, it's like having a personal chef. I don't cook.
Right.
Anything other than pasta.
Really?
I can't cook. If I am not cooked for, it's pasta with varying different toppings. Usually pasta and cheese.
Not even a sauce?
Oh, no. Pasta and cheese.
Wow.
With like a bit of butter on it. Favourite meal of all time. And I'll have that, or like a stir fry if I'm branching out. But yeah, I do not cook, will not cook. So it's really fortunate that I have ended up with a person who does. And yes,
those are healthy things.
Yeah, it's because he's really healthy. And so I'm forced into
He's like trying to get you involved.
Have some fruit.
And you're like, I want the pink donuts.
Yeah, please.
And the pasta, cheese.
And cheese, yeah. And coffee. Just all the time.
Really coffee all the time.
Well,
oh, yes, the cinnamon latte from...
Oh my God, why do you know that?
You need to know your coffee order.
That's so weird.
For when we go...
It's so specific as well, because nowhere does cinnamon syrup.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen it until you got it.
It's my local coffee shop. It's like the only place I've ever been.
Doppio.
Yeah, that does... So The only place that does cinnamon syrup, and I love it. And it tastes like Christmas, but I have it all year round.
Maybe we can go sometime because
Well, you know where it is.
Yeah, I've been there
Ruined
with
that
you,
one.
but you just haven't.
Oh.
You just haven't known that yet.
Great.
So yeah.
I haven't noticed you there.
I feel like there's a big announcement coming.
How do you know that?
I mean,
Why do you know that?
You started teasing a new song.
Mm-hmm.
I just know you so well.
Uh-huh.
I think we've got something coming soon. Well, that song. I think that song's coming soon. But I think there's something else
Yeah.
coming with the song.
Are
you...
I don't know how much you know. I don't know how much I should say either, because I've managed to keep this under wraps like quite well.
Okay. Well,
but
all I'm gonna say is that I'll be at the barrier. Right there.
Can you send me a picture of you and I'll just give it to the security just to, let them know that you'll
be backstage with you.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, Beth, thank you so much for coming on the show. I've had the best time ever. Have you had the best time ever?
I have had the best time ever, yeah.
Could I please get you to sign the Fangirl Files?
I would love to.
You might recognise some of your friends in there.
Yeah, can I have a little sneaky peek? Oh, Bella May, love. Oh, Ellie Dixon, love her. Oh, she was, okay, great.
Yep.
Ellie, then me.
Yeah.
You lucky
me.
beast. Okay, so I do it on this side.
Oh my gosh, I see a heart. She's drawing a heart. This is a good message.
I gave you an essay. I am one of those people who writes essays and cards, so.
Jodie, thanks for the lube. This has been an experience. Love you. You're hot and I'm stupid. So, Beth McCarthy, thank you. I'm gonna keep that forever.
Which heart do you do? What's your favourite heart?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I do. This one makes more sense, but I've learned to.
The fact that you've learned, but it did take you a minute.
It's like
I also had to learn
It
this.
doesn't come naturally to me.
New favourite? The tiny Korean heart.
Oh, I never even seen that.
That's my favourite. Because it's tiny.
That's my favourite too.
Oh, that's convenient, isn't it?
Shall we get a photo?
Of course.
Okay, let's go. Lube.
Lube.
Yeah? Okay.
Of course.
Ready?
Not trilby.
What about trilby lube?
That's too hard.
Okay.
We're going for lube.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Lube!
Never done that before.